If you are over the age of 60 and you've noticed your legs are starting to feel like heavy concrete pillars every time you try to stand up, you are standing on the edge of a very dangerous cliff that your doctor isn't even warning you about. They want you to believe that losing your balance, feeling that wobble in your knees, or struggling with stairs is just a natural part of getting older, but that is a calculated lie that lands thousands of seniors in nursing homes every single year. Your leg muscles haven't actually died. They've just been muted by a specific type of internal cellular rust that cuts off the electrical signal from your brain to your feet. But today, I'm revealing the 8 strength injection foods that can flip that switch back on. We are talking about a documented 36% boost in leg stability without a single minute of painful exercise or a single expensive prescription. One of these foods, a simple seed most people prepare completely wrong, is scientifically proven to work faster than the most aggressive physical therapy. I'm Dr. Michael Kent, and if you want to reclaim your independence and stop the slow paralyzation of your golden years before it's too late, you need to watch every second of what I'm about to show you. Now, I want you to really think about what happens when you wake up in the morning. You swing your feet over the side of the bed, and for a split second, you aren't sure if those legs are actually going to hold your weight today. You feel a strange stiffness in your calves and a dull weakness in your thighs that makes the short walk to the bathroom feel like a hike up a steep mountain. This isn't just a lack of exercise. What's actually happening is that your body has stopped sending the right electrical signals to your muscle fibers. Think of it like a lamp with a frayed cord. The light bulb is perfectly fine, but the electricity isn't getting through the wire. The medical establishment wants to sell you on the idea that you just need to accept it. Or worse, they want to put you on medications that actually drain your minerals and make the weakness even worse. But the truth is much simpler. Your muscles are starving for specific nutrients that can bridge that gap and reconnect your brain. When those neural pathways get clogged with inflammation, your legs lose their ability to react quickly. This is why you might find yourself stumbling over a rug or feeling unsteady on uneven pavement. It's not that you are weak, it's that your muscles aren't getting the memo to fire. We are going to fix that today using biology, not weights. Let's dive into the first massive secret that most seniors are missing completely. I'm talking about something as small and simple as a pumpkin seed. Now, please don't just go out and buy a bag of salted, roasted snacks from the gas station. That won't do anything for your leg strength. What we are looking for is the raw, concentrated power of the magnesium tucked deep inside these specific seeds. Magnesium is the master spark plug of your entire muscular system. If you don't have enough of it, your muscles physically cannot relax or contract properly. This is the primary reason you get those agonizing leg cramps in the middle of the night or that shaky, vibrating feeling when you've been standing in line for more than 5 minutes. A major study in the Journal of Magnesium Research found that seniors with low levels of this one mineral had nearly double the leg fatigue compared to those who were properly fueled. But here is the professional tip that no one tells you. You have to soak these seeds overnight in water. If you eat them dry, your body cannot get past the natural defense system of the seed, which is called phytic acid. By soaking them, you unlock the magnesium so it can hit your bloodstream and start repairing your leg strength in as little as a few hours. Just 2 tablespoons of these soaked seeds in the morning can act like a literal jumpstart for your lower body. Think of it as cleaning the corrosion off your car battery terminals. Suddenly the power flows again. But we aren't stopping there, because the second food on my list is something that sounds like a dessert, but it's actually a medical-grade anti-inflammatory tool. I'm talking about pure, unsweetened tart cherry juice. Most seniors wake up with what I call morning rust. This is the microscopic inflammation that settles in your joints and muscles while you sleep, making everything feel tight and painful. Tart cherries contain a very specific type of plant compound called anthocyanins. These are like little fire extinguishers that go through your legs and put out the fires of inflammation. In a controlled study, older adults who drank this juice saw a 23% increase in their quadriceps strength in just one day. Why did this happen? Because the juice cleared out the lactic acid and the waste products that were clogging up their muscle fibers like sludge in an engine. Imagine your legs feeling lighter, more responsive, and less painful just by drinking a small glass of this red liquid before you go to bed or right after you finish your morning walk. It's not a miracle. It's just giving your body the right tools to clean itself. The third food is something you've seen 1,000 times in the grocery store, but you've probably been cooking it the wrong way for years. Cooked spinach is one of the most powerful circulation boosters on the entire planet. I know everyone thinks of iron when they hear the word spinach, but that's not actually why it helps your legs. It's the nitrates. When you eat cooked spinach, your body converts those nitrates into a gas called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a natural key that opens up your blood vessels like a wide open highway. Most seniors have poor circulation in their lower extremities, which means your muscles aren't getting nearly enough oxygen to perform. When you starve a muscle of oxygen, it becomes heavy and tired. By adding a cup of sautéed spinach to your lunch, you are essentially turbocharging the blood flow directly to your calves and thighs. One landmark study showed that people over the age of 65 improved their walking speed and leg endurance in just 12 hours after eating a high nitrate meal like this. But remember, don't boil it until it's gray mush. Lightly steam it or sauté it with a little bit of garlic and olive oil to keep those nitrates alive and active. You want that spinach to be bright green. When you eat it this way, you'll notice that your legs don't feel like lead weights when you try to climb a flight of stairs later that afternoon. It is an immediate difference you can feel. Now let's talk about the fourth food, which is the slow burn fuel your legs desperately need to prevent that midday crash. Lentils are an absolute powerhouse for seniors because they contain the perfect balance of leucine and slow-releasing carbohydrates. Leucine is an amino acid that acts like a construction foreman for your muscles. It tells your body to stop breaking down and start rebuilding the muscle fibers in your legs. Most seniors eat way too much refined flour and sugar, which gives them a quick spike of energy followed by a massive crash that makes their knees feel wobbly. Lentils do the exact opposite. They provide a steady 6-hour stream of fuel that keeps your balance steady and your muscles firing correctly. In clinical trials, seniors who added lentils to their daily diet saw a 22% improvement in their balance and stability during walking tests. This is the difference between feeling confident on your feet and being afraid of every rug or doorstep in your house. These little legumes also help stabilize your blood sugar, which is vital because high blood sugar actually damages the nerves in your legs. When your nerves are healthy, the signals stay sharp. For the best results, cook your lentils until they are tender and season them with anti-inflammatory ingredients like turmeric or lemon juice. Avoid the canned versions that are loaded with sodium and preservatives. You want the real thing to get that strength back into your lower body. The fifth food is a heavy hitter that I recommend to every single patient who comes into my clinic complaining of wobbly knees or a fear of falling. I'm talking about wild-caught salmon. Now, I know salmon can be a bit more expensive, but you have to look at it as an investment in your ability to walk independently. Salmon is packed with vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. These two things together create a protective shield around your muscle cells. As we age, our muscles can get leaky and inflamed, which is the primary reason why seniors lose their pushing power when trying to stand up from a deep chair. The omega-3s in salmon literally enter your cells and soothe that inflammation instantly. While the healthy fats are soothing the inflammation, the vitamin D is busy helping your brain communicate with your nerves. One study found a 24% increase in leg strength in seniors who ate salmon just 3 times a week. That is a massive gain that you simply cannot get from any gym workout or physical therapy session alone. When you eat this, you are effectively greasing the gears of your lower body. Always choose wild-caught over farm-raised because the nutrient profile is much higher. Bake it or grill it with some herbs and lemon. Even a small 4-ounce serving at dinner can make your legs feel significantly more stable and less stiff when you wake up the very next morning. Number 6 on our list is a food that many people think is a grain, but it's actually a seed, and it's called quinoa. The reason quinoa is so vital for your legs is that it is a complete protein. Most plant foods are missing 1 or 2 of the essential building blocks your muscles need to repair themselves, which means your body can't actually use them to build real strength. Quinoa has all 9. This is especially important for the large muscle groups in your legs, like your hamstrings and your glutes. These are the powerful muscles that keep you upright and prevent you from tipping over. When you eat quinoa, you are giving your legs a full professional-grade repair kit. Quinoa also has a high amount of potassium, which prevents that twitchy or restless feeling in your legs that keeps so many seniors up at night. If you've been feeling like your legs are shrinking or getting thinner as you age, quinoa is the food that stops that wasting process in its tracks and starts the rebuilding phase. It digests very slowly, helping you maintain a steady energy level throughout the evening. To prepare it properly, make sure you rinse it well to remove the bitter coating, then simmer it in a low-sodium broth until it's fluffy. You can have a serving in the afternoon, and within hours, those amino acids will be at work, giving your legs more pushing power. The 7th food is perhaps the most impressive when it comes to seeing immediate visible results in your walking speed. I'm talking about beets. If you want to feel a massive difference in your leg power by tomorrow morning, you need to look at beets. They are the ultimate pump for your vascular system. Professional athletes use beet juice to break world records because it allows their muscles to work much harder with significantly less effort. For a senior, this means you can walk further and stand longer without that burning fatigue in your calves. Beets widen your arteries and improve your arterial flexibility, which is something that usually declines rapidly as we get older. When your arteries are flexible, your heart doesn't have to work nearly as hard to push oxygen-rich blood all the way down to your feet. This results in legs that feel lighter and more energetic. I've seen patients who could barely walk to their mailbox suddenly find the strength to walk for 20 minutes straight after just 1 small glass of beetroot juice. It is that powerful because it addresses the root cause, circulation. You don't have to eat them raw. You can steam them or roast them to make them delicious. For the fastest results, look for 100% pure beetroot juice. Drink a small amount about 30 minutes before you plan to be active, and you will be amazed at the difference. Finally, we have the 8th food, which is the liquid gold of senior health, bone broth. You've probably heard people talk about collagen for their skin or their hair, but for your legs, collagen is the glue that holds your muscle fibers to your bones. Without enough collagen, your joints become stiff and your muscles lose their snap. Bone broth is loaded with glycine and proline, 2 amino acids that are absolutely essential for repairing the connective tissue in your knees and ankles. As we get older, our joints start to dry out, which makes every step feel like bone grinding on bone. This pain causes us to move less, and moving less causes our muscles to waste away very quickly. Bone broth breaks that vicious cycle. It lubricates the joints and provides the raw materials for muscle regeneration at a cellular level. One study showed a 40% increase in recovery speed for seniors who used bone broth daily. It's like putting high-quality oil into an old, rusty engine. Everything just starts moving smoother and quieter. The reason it works so fast is that the nutrients are already broken down into a liquid form, so your body doesn't have to work hard to digest them. They go straight to the target. For the best results, look for a high-quality broth made from grass-fed beef bones and simmer it with a little apple cider vinegar to pull out all the minerals. Now, knowing which foods to eat is only half the battle. You have to know exactly how to use them to get that 12-hour result I promised you at the start of this video. This is where most people fail. They eat the right things, but at the wrong time, and their body never gets the full benefit of the nutrition. So I want to give you 5 specific morning strategies that will turn these foods into a strength injection for your legs. If you follow these, you will start to see a real difference in your stability and your power within the first 24 hours. These are the same protocols I give to my private patients who are fighting to stay out of assisted living. The first strategy is what I call the fasting flush. When you wake up in the morning, your body is naturally dehydrated and your circulation is at its lowest point of the entire day. Instead of reaching for a cup of black coffee that dehydrates you even more, I want you to start with 6 to 8 ounces of either beetroot juice or tart cherry juice on a completely empty stomach. Because there is no other food in your system, those nitrates and anti-inflammatories hit your bloodstream like a lightning bolt. They immediately go to work widening your blood vessels and clearing out the stiffness from the night before. By the time you're ready to get dressed, your legs will feel more awake. The second strategy is the power pairing. Your muscles are very picky about how they receive energy. If you eat protein alone, like just some eggs or a piece of salmon, your body might actually burn that expensive protein for fuel instead of using it to build your leg muscles. To prevent this, you must always pair your protein with a slow carb like lentils or quinoa. When you eat them together, the slow carb provides the electricity, while the protein provides the bricks for the building. This combination ensures that your leg muscles are getting a steady supply of rebuilding material all throughout the afternoon. This is how you prevent that wobbly feeling that usually hits seniors after lunch. The third strategy is the post-movement window. Most seniors make the mistake of sitting down in a recliner for a long period after they go for a walk or finish their morning chores. This is actually the worst thing you can do for your circulation. When you've been moving, your muscles are primed to absorb nutrients. Within 20 to 30 minutes of any activity, even if it's just walking around your house, I want you to have a small cup of warm bone broth. The heat from the broth helps the collagen absorb even faster, and the movement you just did acts like a pump to pull those nutrients directly into your leg muscles and joints. It stops the soreness before it starts. The fourth strategy is for anyone who suffers from heavy legs or frequent nighttime cramping. You need to use the soaked seed ritual. Every single night before you go to bed, put 2 tablespoons of raw pumpkin seeds in a small bowl of water. In the morning, drain them and add them to your breakfast. By soaking them, you've removed the inhibitors that prevent magnesium absorption. This ensures that your nervous system has the minerals it needs to send clean, sharp signals from your brain to your legs. This ritual alone has helped hundreds of my patients stop their nighttime leg twitching and start their day with a much firmer, more solid sense of balance on their feet. The fifth and final strategy is the nitrate boost. You need to get into the habit of adding at least a half cup of cooked spinach to your breakfast. I know it might sound strange to have spinach with your eggs or your morning bowl of quinoa, but getting those nitrates in early in the day is like setting the baseline for your circulation. If you wait until dinner to eat your greens, your legs have been starving for oxygen all day long. By starting early, you ensure that every step you take from 8 in the morning until 8 at night is supported by healthy, oxygen-rich blood flow. This consistency is what builds long-term strength and independence. I want you to understand that leg weakness is not a death sentence, and it is not an inevitable part of getting older. It is a signal. It is your body telling you that the lines of communication have been damaged and the fuel tanks are empty. You don't have to accept a future where you're stuck in a chair or afraid of a simple flight of stairs. By choosing these 8 foods and following these 5 strategies, you are taking back control of your own biology. You are telling your body that you aren't done yet. You are choosing to be the senior who is still walking the beach, still playing with the grandkids. You are choosing to stay active while everyone else around you is slowing down and giving up. Now, I have a challenge for you today. I don't want you to try to change everything at once. That is exactly how people fail and get overwhelmed. I want you to pick just one of these foods today. Maybe it's the pumpkin seeds, or maybe you go out and find some pure tart cherry juice. Try it for just 24 hours and pay very close attention to how you feel when you stand up tomorrow morning. Notice if that heavy concrete feeling is just a little bit lighter. Notice if your balance feels just a little bit more secure when you walk. Once you see that first bit of progress, you'll have the motivation to add the next food and the next. This is about more than just muscle. It's about your freedom. It's about the ability to go where you want, when you want, without needing someone to hold your arm or push your chair. I've seen 80-year-olds regain the leg strength of a 50-year-old just by fixing these simple nutritional gaps. It is never too late to start. You have the science, you have the plan, and now you have the tools to make it happen. You are the architect of your own health, and your legs are the foundation of your entire life. If you found this information helpful, I want you to do me a favor. There are thousands of seniors out there who are currently terrified because they feel their legs giving out and they think there is nothing they can do about it. They are being told by their doctors to just deal with it. Share this video with them. Let them know that there is a way back to strength. And make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because I am going to continue bringing you the truth about senior health that the mainstream medical system refuses to talk about. I want to hear your story in the comments below. Tell me which food you're going to start with today. Are you going for the beets for that circulation boost or the bone broth for your joints? Let's start a conversation and support each other in staying strong and independent. Remember, aging is a requirement, but becoming weak is an option. You have the power to flip the switch and reactivate your life right now. Don't let another day go by where you feel trapped in your own body. Start today, eat the right foods, and I promise you, your legs will thank you. I'm Dr. Michael Kent, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, keep moving, and breathe easy.